hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative could be a blessing, but also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of achieving it. With that momentum, here comes the weight of pressure and expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it. Can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A season of work and all the hype have led to this. The kick is away, and off we go in the Super Bowl. Isaac Galindo to return. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. And I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
He's out in the clear, and they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Purdy. Go right side is caught by Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stick with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun is Purdy. He's going for it himself. He's inside the 10. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the red zone now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Stroud throwing here on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
3 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
On fourth down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead and out a punt. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Texans to the line, first and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. From the gun, Stroud. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10.
You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. To the air, Stroud. Pass out quickly here to Kirk. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to number 13, Christian.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
The Texans set to punt. D for the 49ers is Sky Moore. So here come the 49ers on offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
On the counter, McCaffrey. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, Purdy. That boom, left side. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. First down now, ball at the 33. Stroud off of play action. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And no 1st down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it. So that brings us to the end of the 1st quarter in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They go play action with Stroud. Dump off to his fullback. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. On play action, here's Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Another H-down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
First down, it's a run with Marks. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Upton stout there defensively.
No way, you're kidding me!
Back to throw. Stroud. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Now it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. Looks away from one. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Purdy on 1st down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, McCaffrey. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. Has it in close. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good efforts, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, pass coming. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Stroud. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Bernardo Green on the coverage.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down throw by Stroud. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Has a man downfield, it's Collins. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get some late points and the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Texans 10, 49ers 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Gorindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Left side there to Jennings. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
San Francisco.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To the air again. Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining.
Come on, we need these 3 points.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Here's Smith on the return. He's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun now, first round. Quick slant here to Kirk. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Up the middle, it's Marks. He loses the football. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a first down.
First down.
Well, he got his own miscue back, so no harm, no foul, but they're still not happy seeing him putting that football on the ground.
It's not like he just dropped it, though. It took a pretty nice hit to jar it free, but what do they teach you? When you got a nice game, what do you got to do?
Ball security, Brock, is job security. The pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 17. 49ers 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. The window to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down throw by Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to them, That throw is headed his way.
2nd and 3 now. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Bring it home, baby! Let's go, defense! Let's get these people in!
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
A loss of 2
Terrific
yards.
zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt finds deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stroud. Right side hauled in by Collins. And he's going to have them up to that 23. They pick up 14 yards on.
First down.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
It's Marks on the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Zone read, a handoff to Marks. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. This connects with Schultz. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here's a handoff to Marks. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To the air, Stroud. Collins, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they can much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. No run, it's Marks. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 34.
So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Texans football late, and the league's newest team has a chance at its first title. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Now Marks. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
24, 49ers 7.
Start the bus for the Texans! Let's go!
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Lindo to return it. Escapes the defender. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action now. Purdy. Cut by Jennings. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. A give left side to McCaffrey. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. They'll air it out on third. Completed to his running back. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Desperation time here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. Well, I think we could all tell, Brock, when they saw that flag, they knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah, and unlike those wrestlers I watched growing up who could hide under the ring and just get away from everybody, there's no hiding now. All eyes on him.
Play action now with Purdy. Hits his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To the air again. Purdy. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw again. It's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10.
49ers 14.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
Let's bring it in.
New set of downs from 37. Running this with Marks. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stroud completes it quick. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Marks headed right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now we'll give to Marks. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
It's 4th down.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Galindo to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trailing by 13. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They look underneath here, Robinson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
First down, Purdy to throw. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Purdy on first down. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Purdy to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. Now to throw. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. And their first visit to the Super Bowl is a historic one that no Texans fan will ever forget. Houston, you are champions of the NFL! You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I know there's so many millions in their town that are just going crazy tonight, being a part of something they've never gotten to experience before.